Hello everyone, welcome to the live session. In this video, we are going to discuss important questions related to structure designing. If you have any question, then you can ask your questions by putting your question in chat box, right? Then we can answer your step by steps. So whatever you getting doubt like in civil engineering, in structure engineering, you can ask your any doubts, right? Because I am a structure engineer from last I practiced as a structure designer from last 2 years, so I passed with all the situation. Joseph also says hello sir. Yes, hello. So basically we are working with the state pro as well as RCDC and a little bit about ETAPS, because there are so many advantages with the usage of the state pro. Like in state pro you can go to the state editor, but same way etfs did not provide you any editor options. So this is the advantage of the state pro. Like whenever you want to change anything, you can change it easily, right? If you want to change any load simultaneously, you can do it in the state pro, but this is difficult into the etf. So that's why the state pro is the best software to complete your work on time. So that's why we prefer always the state pro other than details. Like now you can ask your questions step by step and I am giving you answers in step by steps, right? Keep it up guys, and put your questions as soon as possible. So we will resolve your question and I am giving you more and more detail your answer. If you don't have any question, then I will ask you questions. Like you give me the answer. Okay? So basically I am going to ask you some questions. If you know, then it will be better, and otherwise you can go to the Google and you can also ask me, right? First question is this: what is the live load for the balcony as well as corridor, and why we consider why we consider spatial live load in case of balcony as well as corridor, right? What is the reason behind this, and which IS code we are going to use for the live load condition, as well as another question: what is the load combination we are going to use for the footing design and why. Then next, what is the load combination we are going to use for the footing design, sorry, we are going to for column design as well as beam design. What is the difference between the what is the difference between limit state and ultimate limit strength, right? So tomorrow I am having a technical test for the post of junior structural engineer. What are the last minute preparation strategy and tips? I said that you are going to prepare with like whatever you prepare up to this date, right? don't don't go into the deeply, just refer your is codes like is 875, is 800, is 13920 2016, is 1893 2016, as well as embedment of the is 1893 2020 and is 1893 2020. So the interviewer will ask questions from this updated IS code. Same while interviewer also asks you what is the load combination, different load combination. What is the difference between ordinary movement resisting frame, special movement resisting frame? Hello, I want to know to the process of taking a structure engineer. If, if you are in the India, then in Gujarat we have one e-Nagar portal where we are going to apply for online structural engineer license. If you want to apply, then you can go to your like Nagar Palika, like a municipal corporation, and then ask them how to proceed this. They give you some online portal as well as they give you some offline forms. So fill the form and fill the required amount of fees. So after the procedure you can get your license. And for the structural engineer license you require MTech compulsory with 0 year experience. If you are a fresher, then you can designing up to the G+4 or G+5 story structure. No, it's not available national wide. It's applicable only for your state. Josie, you can also do one thing, like you can prepare some Excel sheets, like you can read your Excel sheet like a design stage, like what is the important point used for the footing design, like beam design. So many, like with increasing the beam depth, what is the effect on the steel? Why we are going to use isolated footing? And you will definitely ask you why we are considering a column size during the foundation design. What is the impact of column size on foundation design? Interviewer can ask you this question. If I am your interviewer, then I definitely ask you this question. The next question, then if you assign any dead load and live load to the building, and then you are going to assign any seismic load, then how to confirm that assigning seismic load is okay, is the same as our required load? Like how to cross check what is the base shear, and how to check the base shear load? Sometime interviewer can also ask you during the during the column design, why the steel is heavier at a higher floor compared to footing or lower story. Guys, I ask you so many questions. If anyone have answer, then put your answer in chat box. Otherwise, ask me your doubts, because today I am going to live only to give you your question and answer during your structural engineering, civil engineering field. Whatever you are in a teaching field, whatever you are in a learning, like you are as an internship, you get so many questions if you are going to practice practically. Like Josie, they also ask you some important question related to state pro as well as ETEPs. If they working with the state pro, then they ask you some, they give you some models, and you need to prepare some structural model, and then you need to assign the dead load, live load, seismic load maybe. As well as interviewer also ask you your your daily routine activity. If someone asks you like what are you doing regular, like if you are not working today, then what you do, then you have some proper answer that as a structural engineer I am doing this or this, like I'm trying to find some webinars and I'm attending the webinar frequently. So the webinar will give me the like updated myself regularly, so I get a new knowledge regularly. Like today we have some state pro Bentley webinar, and the webinar was fantastic. They give you so many information. In fact, I like this webinar. Joseph said, sir, can you tell me why is still more at top of column? The question is simple. The answer is simple. Due to the changing in the structural grid. like in your personal bungalows, if you providing some additional load, additional beams at at a terrace level or at a higher level, then the loading on the column at that particular floor will automatically increasing. If I want to start my career as a structural engineer, how should I start it? Just before starting yourself as a structural engineer, just join any structural consultant, or maybe you are familiar with the state pro or not, I don't know, but learn a state pro or ETABS perfectly, and then go to the medium level company. After spending 6 to 1 year, then go to the multinational company. If you directly jump to the multinational company, then you never learn the basic of the structural designer, like what is the fundamental of the structural designer. If you want to learn this all the thing, then join some structural consultant in your nearer area. And here also some important like some online classes that they provide you structural designing. They tell you what is this is the structure, this is beam column, this is nothing is. If you if you and after this finishing structural online class, like you go for the interview and interviewer asks you 5 questions and you are not able to give them any answers, definitely, because in current situation what happened, structure like online structural consultants give you like in brief, like this is beam column, this is structure modeling, and this is okay. They never go into the deep, like if your column fail, then why fail, how to resolve the column, how to pass the column, how to detailing the beam, how to draw the shear force and bending moment diagram. So this is some basic steps, like like before the starting of your structural engineer career. In fact, I don't can you tell me your age and your qualification, you clear your MTech or not, so I guide you, and you know the state pro or not. Rishabh said at the top of column the moment distribution is not much, as there is no column above that column. Definitely Rishabh, you are right. There are multiple answers that loading on a top floor is increasing. Sometimes we remove some beams, then a nearer column will get some higher loading. So we cannot say that we need to do. That's why steel is more, definitely better. Due to the unsymmetric of your grid, loading on the higher story will increasing. Mr. Joshi, good luck for your tomorrow interview, and please elaborate your interview details by tomorrow in our WhatsApp group. If I don't know you are in our group or not, just message me. I am going to add you in our structural engineering group, so you can give some interview question to our all the students, so they also go for the preparation, and during the interview they your questions help them to clear the interview. Okay, then interviewer also ask you like what is the deflection criteria in a steel structure. If anyone know, then tell me what is the deflection criteria in a steel structure. Saurabh said all basic concepts are covered in this course. In my course we are going to cover, okay, Saurabh said all basic concepts are covered in this course. Brother, I am not said about all the consultancy, but in my consultancy I am covering structural engineering, each and every concept. Whatever I know, I am telling you all the things, because I am facing so many problems during structural engineering. Brother, everyone knows that table is given in IS 800, but like we want some important topic, like you are going to designing for any building, like a normal building, then about us, not for all the structural. We want some major using, right? If you are going, like you are going to